King and queens, I hope everybody's doing good, doing great, taking care of your health, staying to yourself, man. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to do me 3 favors. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure once you gather an opinion, you put it in the comment section below. Let's get into this video, man.
How could you have sex with somebody and just for free or something?
Like, how can a man have sex with a woman for free?
Yeah.
Huh? You're saying it should always be
And just let it
transactional?
go. Yeah, because sometimes they don't help. Like, sometimes people will be having sex with women and the women's bills are due. And I just want to know how they find it okay in their heart to just not ever help this woman.
So how about saying she grown?
Yeah.
When I don't expect my bill to get paid.
Dog, you ever met a woman, right? And you had a good time with her, y'all smash, and she's like, yeah, well, my tire went flat, our rent is due. I was like, oh, really? That sucks for you.
We don't believe you. You definitely paying for tires. Matter of fact, you probably paying for $20,000 bags. You probably paying for $5,000 rent. You probably paying for women BBLs. There's been too many stories about you, brother. Women have came out left and right talking about how you paying for it. So we don't want to hear you've been on back pages and you've been on all these websites. So we don't want to hear that. And it's amazing how when men come on here who speak against dudes paying for this or paying for that, you want to act like you fit the bill. When it's been too many times before, you've said it. The people have came out and said, you pay for it or you pay for this. Like, let's knock it off, bro. Stop trying to act like you cool because there's some dudes on here who exhibit the opposite of what you know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to shapeshift. Anytime somebody come on here, you try to shapeshift into what they do, who they are. Nah, bro, you paying for it. Shut up. Y'all don't be getting women until y'all get the notoriety. Y'all don't be getting women until y'all get the clout, until y'all get the exposure. Then you get a big platform and you want to act like, oh, I just get women now. I don't do this. Shut up. I don't want to hear that.
Because if we went to a and after we was like, oh man, I'm stressing. She's like, what's stressing? Man, my rent due. And when you look at that, was crazy. She woke up.
Y'all might say this is fucked up, but you're ignoring the fact that we experiencing this. Yeah. Every man at this table experienced a woman giving him that sob-ass story. Yeah. So what are we to think when you're the 5th woman to bring us a story? Yeah. We can't help our perception of reality by how y'all treat us.
I had to tell them the other day, I said, if I paid every one of you hoes who told me a smash, I'd be broke. I'd be broke. I'd be you. I would be asking a motherfucker for like you. Yeah. Doing this thing called grown. And
I hope y'all women realize that this has become a thing that you probably should wake up to and realize it's time to just stand on your own and stop asking for handouts and stop asking a man to do something for you because they're going to get on platforms like this and expose you. So it's best if you have dignity, which most of these women that are asking for this or that want this, they don't really care because that's probably the only value that they have anyways. Whether it's to society, to themselves, or a man. They probably only see the benefit that they can provide or anything that they can, whatever that they can contribute to a situation is probably solely based off of them giving themselves up. But I'm going to say this, women, create some sense of self-love for yourself, man. You are definitely more than what men think you are for. But the only reason we think the way we think, and I'm going to put myself in it because I've had thoughts on thinking like, maybe this is just what women are good for. I don't think like that currently, but I have before in the past. But I think y'all have to be able to get some sense of value outside of that. You know what I mean? So men think like that because y'all put yourself out. Men think like that because of the results of what we've seen and how women act and the things that they say. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about how y'all act. We see it. And then 2, we hear it. You know what I'm saying? So actions speak louder than words. But once them words follow up with the action, it's like, we can't go against what it is. It is what it is. So, and then the panel of women that they always get, they never have any woman of substance. They never have any woman of intelligence. They always get these women who look, no disrespect to any of them, but, you know, it's crazy how people say that. No disrespect, but they're going to disrespect them. They just look lost. I'm going to say that with all respect. They look like they don't stand up for themselves. They look like they don't have any intelligence, probably lack common sense. And this right here is fuel to the content. This makes their page blow up because they get people on here and they have 2 hosts on. Well, they have one host on here who can outwitty them. He got all the stats. He can remember, all the statistics on certain things. So he's more sharp. He's able to annihilate them when it comes to the verbal back and back discussions. So
that's what I hate when these women say, "Oh, I'm grown." Well, if you grown, you should pay your own bills.
Yeah.
Because I tell women, they use the excuse of I'm grown to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like I did Santa. You know how I got Satan out of Santa? Mm-hmm. You know what else I get out of grown?
What?
Wrong. Same letters. And I tell, just because you grown don't mean you can't be wrong. And the fact that you think that because I fucked you, I should give you my money. You didn't work for your... Soon as you gave me your... You can walk out the house and give somebody else that.
Facts.
Soon as I give you $500, that $500 gone. I got to go work to replace it. And work is my physical ability and my time, and I can't get any one of them back. So you'll lose delegated to several people. Walk on. I am not going to sit up here and trade. We talking. You should help me. I need to stop broke bitches. How about that? You just made me realize I need to stop broke bitches. Thank you very much.
Entitlement.
Yeah. So, yeah.
if you think about the act of intercourse, I'm going to just use that term. Y'all know what I mean. X, whatever you want to call it. YouTube is a little sensitive with words. But when you think about the act of, realize that we're the ones inserting ourselves inside of you guys. And we're the ones, for the most part, putting more of the work in. So with that being said, we're putting the work in. We're inserting ourselves with y'all, into y'all. We're the dominant one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to consider the fact that if we're putting work in inside when it comes to like the bedroom or intercourse, and then we're actually having to put in work, physically work to get the bread, and then just because we're doing something mutually, we both made consent agreements to doing something, that does not mean you should reap the benefits. If anything, if you want to be honest, I had to work for my bread. I had to work to get up into this point where I'm getting you. Because most women ain't transactional. Most women don't, just off rip require money. They want time. They want effort. They want conversation. Some women want to be stimulated, mentally and then physically. But see, then I can go back and forth with myself too. Most women that want mental stimulation, once they get the physical stimulation, they probably, for the most part, won't require or expect anything from you just because of their mindset. So most women who are just transactional, who just want money for intercourse, probably won't even be thinking about the intellectual connection. So I guess I can go back and forth for myself like I always do on here. But I think I believe that we put in more work to get a vagina. And I think women should realize that it's like, dang, he has to work to get his money. He has to put in work sexually. And all I'm doing is laying here. And all I'm doing is just being a woman with a vagina, just receiving money just because men are inserting themselves in me. You feel me? Like, that's a wild concept if you think about it.
So the question, just so I make sure I have this right, is how can a guy have sex with a girl and not want to take care of her after? Is that your question?
Yeah. Yeah, or during, before. It's just heartless. I really think it's heartless.
You know,
I think it's heartless.
It's hard for me to even rebuttal to that because that was just such a low IQ question. If you think about the work men truly have to put in, like the main goal is always going to be to get to the love box. Let's call it that. No matter what men do, everything we do is curated around getting the love box. Let's be clear about it. From the things we say to how we dress, from the cars we drive, the clothes, again, how we dress, the places we live in, us going to the gym. We're sharpening our skills and abilities on to be able to get the women. And once we get the women, then we get the love box. You know what I'm saying? Once we capture your attention, once we grab your attention, and now we got it, we're working to get the love box. Let's be clear. I don't care what nobody say. You can argue until you blue in the face, red in the face, green in the face. That is always going to be the ultimate goal. But it's about the journey on going with it, and again, the intentions. So to think that you're supposed to be rewarded for something that we both agreed upon is wild. You're an adult and I'm an adult. I pay my bills. You should pay your bills. Unless you're a prostitute and that's your job and that's your career, then why in the hell do you think I'm supposed to pay you for something that two adults agreed upon? And I'm not forcing myself in it. You're allowing me to. You're wanting the same thing that I want. So why do you think I'm supposed to pay for your lifestyle because you gave me something that you wanted to give me. That don't make sense.
To us, it's foreign because we don't do that.
I don't think you should be all
though.
these women and stuff. I think if a good man had like all those things, that he would have a problem slinging dick everywhere.
Well, what makes her
you know?
good though? Y'all women, have you noticed this? And I want everybody to think about this. For some odd reason, women can tell you what a good man is, but they can't really tell you what a good woman is, which is what they are, women. What the f*** it look like? I can always tell you what a good woman is, but I couldn't tell you what a good man is.
Ooh, slay.
So this good man should do these things. What should a good woman do?
She should have probably had some food ready when he come to visit her and fed him.
But she didn't have none of that. You said all she gave me was.
You know.
But you said all she gave me was and used. That wasn't new.
No, like if you're in relationships and you guys are back and forth having sex, I believe that people should. A man.
No, you just didn't know. She changed the dynamic.
No, that encounterments mean multiple.
That is that word. Look at you capping on it. First time you can't make this word mean something.
You talk about an entanglement?
Yeah, entanglement. Listen,
No, it sounds like she's talking about entitlement.
No, encounterment. Yeah, I don't feel like
I know my way.
She's talking about encountering, like you guys actually encountering. I get what she's saying, engaging in something. I get what she's saying. And let's be clear, I hate when people say that you just made that word. What was a word before it was nothing? Somebody created, and all these words were created by somebody. So why can we not start to create our own words? And if you have a definition behind a word that you just want to create, make sure you have that so you can explain it. I think new words should be created. I think that's super dope. So I hate that. So shut up with that. That's so stupid. They created a word. I don't know why I don't like that.
English entitlement.
Like
you feel like because you gave you are owed some help in your life. And what I did was it's called a fair exchange. I fucked you, you fucked me. I don't owe you shit.
Incorrect. A woman does not do the effing. I don't care if a woman is on top of you, she is not doing the effing. You are still in full control, brother. You can say what you want to say.
It's very sad. I see girls doing all the time. And last time I was like, free for real.
Why aren't you talking to the women? Why aren't you telling them to stop for free then? Put a price on the...
What? Yeah, exactly. They should put a price on it. And a man,
yes, but why are you asking the man? Wait a minute, hold on. So if you drove by Jiffy Lube right now, drove into Jiffy Lube changed your oil and rotated your tires and gave you the deuces, didn't ask you for a dime, what would you do?
I'd be like, what the wow,
and
that never happens. This motherfucker usually expects a tip.
And you drive off and be like, and then you call your girl, I went to Jiffy Lube. They getting motherfuckers free oil changes. Now Jiffy Lube got a long ass line of motherfuckers trying to get the same free oil change that you just got.
Damn.
That's what would happen. Women take from men for free and then brag to their friends about what they just got. They don't feel sorry what you're asking a man to do. Feel sorry that we both fuck, because when I was you, I was sweating. Guess who else was sweating? You were. I didn't take something from you. You took that oil change.
It's time to ask more of our browser. Hey Copilot, adjust all these recipes for 7 guests and combine them into...
So at the end of that, your ass didn't have your rent paid.
I literally just said that.
You know what you should have been doing instead of sucking my dick? Filling out an application.
No.
I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to just say add value to yourself. Ladies, y'all are more than just y'all vagina. Let's be clear about it. And if you really want to win with a man, be soft, be submissive, be caring, have compassion, be supportive, morally, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, be there. Cater to that man. If you want to get everything that you possibly could get out of a man, or the things that you've never been able to get out of a man, I want to give some free game to y'all. Those things I just listed right there, being soft, just being soft can get you so far. Being a good listener, because communication is not just about you being able to talk back or talk, because a lot of times you're listening to respond. You're not actually just letting a man speak, letting him get the things off of his chest that most people probably won't allow him to. Give them that space. Give them that freedom of just being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Without you judging. Be supportive. Massage. Some good food. A foot rub. A back rub. Massage his head. Like all these things that y'all miss. Then of course, because to me, I just felt like the vagina's going to be there. That's going to be there. But outside of that, when I get to the crib and you come over, what energy are you walking in with? What kind of conversations are we having? What support are you adding? You know what I mean? Do you feel like home, or do you feel like chaos, or do you feel like, which is one of my favorite words, or do you feel like madness? It's like you got to decipher, you got to figure out which one and who you want to be and how you want to be and what energy that you want to power. Like what energy do you really want to absorb outside of when that man is around you? And then when you are in the presence of that man, who do you want to be to him? How do you want to stand out? And of course, this could go for the men too. When you're around a woman, you can apply however you want to apply it. But for the women that really want to win, it's not just your vagina. It's the value that you bring to a man. It's not that complicated, but y'all make it complicated. The reason why you not winning and succeeding and you not getting that man for not everything he got, but the reason that he don't want to do as much for you is because you only come in with the vagina, or he only see you for a vagina. He don't see you as no long-term, love-lasting, loving partner. He don't. He see you as an irritating piece of ass. Let's be clear about it. That's it. Because you naggy, because you always begging. You a nagging, begging, irritating piece of ass. That's it. Be more than that. But that all, that's based on your intentions as well too. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video right here. Love and peace, peace and prosperity. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevate until we hear the head. We ain't bleeding yet. Spread love, not hate. See y'all when I see y'all. Be great.